Uh-oh. TMZ reported that Nicki Minaj's former manager is suing her. You smacked me in the face. This is posted today, January 3rd of 2025. Here's what TMZ wrote. Make sure you click thumbs up, subscribe, choose all notifications. It's free. If you want to send me a donation by clicking super thanks, it'll be greatly appreciated. I'll mention your name in a future video. Nicki Minaj exploded on her day-to-day manager and hit him in the face so hard, she knocked his head back and sent his hat flying, at least according to a new lawsuit. The Starships rapper is being sued by Brandon Garrett, who claims he was working as Nicki Minaj's manager during her tour earlier this year when she got physical with him. In the lawsuit filed by high-powered trial attorney Thomas Feher, or Fayer, I don't know how to pronounce your name, and obtained by TMZ, Garrett claims, remember this is all alleged, Garrett claims Nicki sent him on an errand after her April 2024 concert in Detroit, Michigan. And when he got back, he was summoned to her dressing room. Garrett claims Nicki was inside with other members of her team and she started grilling folks about their job responsibilities. He says she flew into a rage. Oh my God, can I even say this? He flew into a rage, allegedly, when she learned that Garrett had once sent someone else to pick up one of her prescriptions. All alleged. In the suit, Garrett claims Nicki screamed at him, quote, "Are you effing crazy having to pick up my prescription? You have lost your blinking mind. And if my husband were here, he would knock out your blinking teeth. You're a dead man walking. You just blinked up your whole life and you will never be anyone. I'll make sure of it," end quote. Garrett claims Nicki kept screaming at him and told him his, quote, "life was over," before striking him on the right side of his face with an open hand. He says the force of the blow caused his head to swing backward and his hat flew off his head. Nicki Minaj's security team then allegedly swarmed in close to Garrett, and he claims Nicki struck him on his right wrist, knocking documents in his hand onto the floor. Garrett claims Nicki then told him to, quote, get the blank out. And he says he grabbed his hat and quickly exited the room, locking himself inside a restroom at Little Caesars Arena. Pizza. No, wrong restaurant. I'm sorry. He says his wrist was throbbing like me when I'm exiting Nicki Minaj's Instagram page. But that ain't none of y'all business. He says his wrist was throbbing and his face was sore as he called his fiancée to let her know what happened, claiming he stayed locked in the restroom for hours out of fear for his safety. Garrett claims Nicki's team, wow, this is crazy. He's claiming that Nicki's team didn't let him back on the tour bus back to the tour's base in Chicago, leaving him stranded in Detroit, Michigan. He's suing Nicki for assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional success. What? Say typo in the comment section. I always find articles with typos. Listen to this once again. He's suing Nicki for assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional success. Not distress, but emotional success. And he's going after her for damages. We reached out to Nicki's camp. So far, no word back. Okay, so here's the thing. Thank you to TMZ for that exclusive story, or at least you have exclusive details in the story, allegedly. But here's the thing, right, guys? I can't confirm whether or not this story is true or not, but we have seen signs from Nicki Minaj. You know, people have said that she's tried to stop their bag before, and him saying, well, she said that basically he's basically a nobody, or he's never going to make it now because she's going to, like, allegedly, possibly maybe shut his career down. That does go with what people have said in the past about Nicki behind the scenes stopping other people's money. You know, whether it's Remy Ma or Cardi B or whoever, allegedly, right? So that does line up with things that people have said about her before. But she does have something working for her. When she was at that one fashion event and Cardi B threw the shoe at her, she didn't act violently that night. But then again, she was arrested or detained or whatever overseas recently. And she was cool when they locked her up or whatever then. So she didn't just flip out then. In other words, we've seen her in stressful, trying situations where she could have lashed out and she did not do that. So she does have that to help her, where people can reference multiple incidences where she could have acted like a nut. But since she didn't, that may work to her advantage. I don't know, because I don't know what's going to be brought up at the trial. But this could be a cash grab. He could just be looking for money, or this could have really happened. So the secret password to say in the comment section, let me know you made it until the end of the video, is If you think this really happened the way this man said it did, and you want him to get justice, say justice. However, if you think this is just a cash grab, if you think he's here for the money, say money in the comment section. If you don't know, or if you're unsure, say I don't know. If you don't care, say I don't care. But if you don't care, why are you here? If you say I don't care, I'm going to cuss you out in the comment section. You shouldn't be here if you don't care. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is fine. She's light-skinned. She got a big booty. And she's a good person. And I don't want to see this happen to her. She can slap me all day long. And I'll just do whatever she tells me to do because she's a beautiful, big booty, light-skinned woman. So I am her footstool, you know? I would be her simp. And just, Nicki, you should have hired me to be your manager or something because, you know, I need the money and I know how to take orders from the queen. And you're a generous queen. Ask Ellen DeGeneres, or however you said it in that song that one time. What song was that? What song was that she said? I'm a generous queen. Ask Miss Ellen. I can't remember what song that was. Anyways, make sure you click the thumbs up button, subscribe, and choose all notifications. Nicki, if you are innocent, then I hope you don't have to pay anything, but it looks like you're at least going to have to pay for your lawyers with this one. And, you know, he's claiming there were witnesses there. I guess technically all he needs is at least one person to say that it did happen. I'm not sure whether or not he filed a police report. It sounds like he didn't, because if he did, then I think it would have been brought up in this article. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But anyways, let's talk about it in the comment section. Make sure you click thumbs up, subscribe, choose all notifications. Excuse my rambling. I just felt like talking today, just a little bit.